Well, there are two initiatives that will come out of this Warsaw Summit. One is a cyber defence pledge, whereby allies will commit nationally to upgrade their cyber defences and to start investing the kind of money that they need to invest to be secure in cyberspace and also to make NATO secure. The other big initiative is to recognise cyber as a domain, which means to say that henceforth we have to take account of the fact that all of our military operations will be in an environment where cyberspace will be contested and there will be hostile actors trying to interfere with our command and control, with our systems, and we have to train our forces, equip them so that they can deal with that kind of environment in a way that our missions can carry on and not be stopped or paralysed by increasingly sophisticated and damaging cyber attacks. It's the reality today. If you look at, for example, at the way in which cyber instruments have been used in Iran, they've been used, for example, by North Korea against South Korea, against Sony Pictures. You can see that this has gone beyond the old domain of simply getting into somebody's system for espionage purposes or to have some fun. Now cyber attacks are actually destroying computers in a way that makes them irreplaceable. And although we don't need to hype it up to the extent of talking about a cyber Pearl Harbor or Cybergeddon, we have to take account of the fact that cyber is a new form of weapon and it can and will be used, and we have to be able to deal with that just like we have to be able to deal with tanks or aircraft or missiles. At the moment it's on an upward curve, there's no doubt about that, because it's very cost effective. You can launch a cyber attack for a fraction of the price that it will cost you to fire cruise missiles or to operate aircraft. You can use proxies, in other words organised crime groups, and then pretend that you have nothing to do with it. You can hide, of course, your anonymity very well in the cyber domain, which makes it a very flexible, very easy to use type of instrument where the impact is out of all proportion to the actual cost. So it's not just an attractive weapon for states to use, but for groups like ISIL, for hacktivist groups, for organised crime groups, and of course the knowledge of how to produce malware goes up and down these various organisations very quickly. So yes, unfortunately, in the cyber area, we're in a domain where eventually the defence will catch up. It certainly will. Just like the defence caught up in terms of trench warfare in the First World War, or now we have ballistic missile systems that can shoot down missiles. But unfortunately, for the time being, we're in an area where the attacks will be ahead of the defence, at least for the immediate future. NATO, by declaring cyber as a domain, has to be able to cope with that reality.